Okay, let's have a look at the Essen released and sort of limited availability. I think some people can get it outside of Essen. Anyway, the Snowdonia expansion, the Daffodil line, which comes in a bag and has somewhat amusingly a little note which says some of the note on the size of the Daffodil line cards. You may notice that the cards in the line are slightly smaller than those in the base game. We blame Dr. Beeching. Quite amusing. Actually, I didn't notice until I pulled that out that these cards are smaller. This is what you get. You get a rule book first, which explains some of the differences. Some of the contract cards will change. It'll be add rubble on rather than take rubble off. Instructions on how to set up, about the daffodils, and what you do. But I'll get to those. So there's a card that comes with it. It explains the background of this line, the Herefordshire to Gloucestershire Railway. And then you get a replacement for C, which has the normal 3 iron equals a track, 2 rubble for a stone, but now you can turn a stone into 2 rubble. And you get a loco, the mysteriously invisible utility loco, which lets you copy the ability of somebody else's train. We have here is the Canal Tracks. Now these work differently from the sort of digging rubble. Here you have to put 3 rubble on this card, and then you get a daffodil, which is useful for end game scoring, and then it flips over and you can then lay track. That's fair normal. And there's a variety of different ones of those, just like in the normal game. And then you have the stations. And these work like before, so each one has a number at the top, and this one, it says here, place on top of Clanberries. Here this tells you, like before, 2 track, and they're essentially the same. You can put iron bars or stone, and you have to dig the rubble off. It gets interesting when you get to stations like Gloucester, because there you have to pay 3 daffodils to get this spot, or 3 daffodils to get that spot. But then at Dimmock, if you dig, first person to dig it off, or put stone on here, or a track there, and then you get a daffodil. And the reason you want daffodils is because here at the end of the game, each daffodil you have, if you got 1, it's worth 3, 2 is 9, 3 is 19, and 4 is 34. And then if you had 6, you go over and count again, so you get 34 plus 9. And talking about daffodils and canals, so if we look at Overjunction here, that says 2, but it's 2 canals. So unlike the normal game, you'd put 2 canal sections at random there, and they get no rubble on them. And that, in essence, is the Snowdonia expansion, the Daffodil line. If you can get hold of it and you're a fan of Snowdonia, then it's worth getting. It's enjoyable. It's only 4-player though, because you have to use the yellow player's pieces for the daffodils. It makes sense because yellow daffodils are yellow. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.